So the whole roof, there's lots of places I'm sure water is coming in because all of the caulk is cracked. There's holes. Let's look up here at the front of the RV. This is probably some of the worst. Like, hello. Let's see, how do I get close? That's a giant hole, and all of these cracks, all of them represent where water can be coming in. So it's bad. And like even on the sides here, let's see. Even on the side, see these little cracks? Yep, water intrusion. Yeah, I also need like a putty knife. I don't want to do this, but I have to. Okay, I'm coked up and gloved up. Let's see what we can do. I don't think this is much gonna come off very easily at all. Okay. It's real sticky and icky, but it's also dry on top. So I don't, oh, and I gotta be real careful I don't puncture this TPO or EDM, whatever the heck, FO roof. This is turning out to be a bitch to get off. This side stuff, quite easy, thank goodness. So as you can see, if we're focusing here, boom, it just comes right up. It's just like chalk. And that's the seam right there. Okay, since this is so easy to do on the sides, I think I could easily get the whole entire side of each of the length done today. I'll do that, and then I'll probably just not get this done in time. I will need a tarp, but at least I will only need to tarp the very front area for the rain. And I'm almost finished with the entire side. I have all that done. It's only been about half an hour, 40 minutes. This was fun though. That's my black tank vent. If you know what a black tank is, it's gross. And then we have all this, like you can see how horribly cracked this is. So all of this needs to be peeled up as well. It's coming up pretty okay, not too bad at all. The main things you want to be sealing are these screws and of course the edge here. This literally is just sitting straight down, and these are the places water can come in. Before, and you can see how this really isn't that bad. I can get under it, so it just pulls right up to that. Got all of that off. Not used to YouTube yet. Anyway, we got this mostly clean, and here's all the pile from it. Next, I'm gonna take my blower and I'm gonna blow all of this off before I take the rubbing alcohol and clean up the area. And this bad boy was a gift as well. And look at this, this is amazing. Just made that a lot easier. You can use mineral spirits, but I feel like that's gonna just stay greasy. Like, you gotta be careful about the solvents you use on this, so I just decided to go with alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Wipe her down. This will just help things adhere. So this is my black vent, my black tank vent. And when I was over there, it was blowing that way. Now that I'm over here, it's blowing this way. Good times. Took a break, kind of hit a wall. I'm glad the sun is not so severe now. But I think now it's time we're putting more along this edge. And I think I've decided this for the front. I don't think I'm removing all of this because why? Why bother? I'm gonna put a fresh new coat over this entire strip. That's how it looks. It's got cracks and holes. I'm gonna clean it first, obviously, and then I'm just gonna put a whole new layer of caulk on it. And I think that'll do. So, yeah. So this is gonna get a thin bead along the entire length. And it's come to my attention that, I mean, there's butyl tape underneath here, and I guess people put a little caulk over it just in case. The butyl tape should be good for about 10 years, but like, who knows? So I feel much more comfortable just putting a nice bead right all along there. And that's what the roofer, the RV tech guy told me to do anyway. So that's what we're doing. Let's get the caulk ready. I've got to say, it is just such a beautiful thing that this was gifted to me. You know who you are. I'm sorry I don't remember the names of every person and each gift they have given, but I do have it written down so I can always go back and refresh my memory when I need to. But this is the second thing today that I've used that was gifted. One was the little fan, came in wonderfully handy, and the second is the die core. 6 tubes. That was the max I could order from this one, or put in the list for this one seller. So die core is the typical thing that will be used on an RV roof. You have self-leveling, which this is, and non-self-leveling. Obviously, for a place like a roof where you want it to spread out, you're going to use the self-leveling. And then for the, like, if you're going to do something on the sides of your rig, then you want to use the non-self-leveling so it doesn't just droop down into a big blob. This is just, you work this just like any other tube of caulk. Well, already, I don't know why this doesn't fit. I've done this before. Okay, there we go. All right, you stick it in your doohickey, you gotta get it in there, and then you're gonna just pump it a few times to get it caught in there. You probably know how to do this, but, and then at the tip, I'm gonna go open it up at an angle. There's actually no lines on this. Sometimes there's lines, but I'm just gonna go real tiny at first. Yep, there we go. And I did it at an angle, so I just can easily make a, hopefully a pretty line along the edge. Oh, it does have bead. It's got 1/4, 5/16 written on it. Gosh, you could barely see it. Yeah, I'm gonna make it just a touch bigger, a little, because this isn't something that you want to like make fancy and pretty. You just want to get it on there. This is like, who cares what it looks like, honestly. It's gonna be goopy and kind of a mess, but that's okay. That's just how it goes. All right. Since I want to just be messy at first and, you know, get used to what I'm doing, I'm gonna go ahead and start on this fan here. Let's tip you down. Okay. Turning it so it angles facing down. And here we go. Oh, I gotta puncture it too, forgot. This doesn't have a puncture thingy on it. Some of these have the little stick, the little puncture thing. This one doesn't, so I'm gonna holler at Marshall. Marshall! Yeah? Does your dad have one of these with a puncture thingy on it? This one doesn't have one. Or could you find something that I could stick it with? I smell the vent right now. Like, why? Why does the wind have to be coming directly at me from right behind you? Holy cow. Marshall saved the day. Oh, well. Yeah, it's long. It punctured. Yay. Okay. All right, now we tilt down and watch the magic happen. Okay, she looks pretty. Now I'm gonna do the outside seam. What a work of art. I tried a few different techniques. I know it's not very thick and not very wide, but I'm just gonna see how wide it settles, and I'll check it out tomorrow and I'll add more if I need to. Okay, so that's done, and now I cleaned up the edge all along, and it's time to put the caulk on. Filming and decoring is almost impossible, so I'll see you on the other side. Okay, chicks, look at what we have here. It's not gonna be the most beautiful thing, and that's not the point, but it should keep me dry. It's interesting. I really thought that with my compost style toilets, I was done with ever smelling sewage or black tank smell, and this is not done. It's mostly the pee. It's the black tank. That's all that's in there is pee. It's not sewage, but still rancid pee really stinks bad. And that's just all I'm getting up here. I love it so much. I'm gonna clean this back seam. All right, I'm using the alcohol on this back seam too. The butyl tape might be fine. There was never any sealant back here, but I'm just gonna put a nice little dab along there just in case. Keep her clean, keep this extra dry. I'm putting sealant up here. We will see how it goes. I don't know. I mean, like, I guess I'm gonna cover this little guy right here up. I don't know. All right, the end and the side are done. Now it's time. This is actually the real problem that I know is an issue, because I know this front absolutely has leaked, and I've seen it leak. So I've got to clean this now. I'm going to do it with the alcohol. I'd love to just soap and water, but that means more water is going to go in, so I'm not doing that. So I'm going to use, that's why I got such a giant jug of isopropyl alcohol. So let's get to work scrubbing on that, get it cleaned up so that hopefully the die-core can stick better. Well, I rain-egged on the water idea. So now I have a cup of water and a little scrub brush and my awesome cleaner, because the alcohol just wasn't cutting it. You can even see how this is lighter than down here. It's coming cleaner. So so I do a little dab of water, It's not going in there, it's not going anywhere. Get it wet, spray it with some awesome cleaner. This stuff is awesome. And then I scrub it. And I feel better about this than just the alcohol alone to help the new stuff adhere. So that's where it's at. Meantime, I don't claim to know how these things are installed, but like, this is an area where I thought for sure she was leaking, but there's nothing coming down the front because I pulled everything out of the front and there's nothing there. And this is also siliconed, and maybe that is a common practice, but let's show you. I mean, obvious gaps. So why isn't that leaking? It makes me think I want to put, even though it's silicone and it may not stick to it well, put another little layer of the die-core there on top of that. So I probably will. And this is the Arizona desert, so I feel good that this will be nice and dry by tomorrow, and then I can seal over it. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna have to hit the other side and go ahead and strip off everything on that side, which honestly won't take long. All right, I think my body is done for the day. I've got the front is ready to go for tomorrow. This side I have kind of scraped everything off, but I haven't alcoholed it yet. This side and the back are done, so that's nice. And this vent fan. This vent fan I'm probably going to replace with the one that I was gifted, and thank you again. And yeah, I may just hold off on the vent fans until I know what's going to go where, because there's going to be some finagling and moving around of some things. Long story. Anyway, it wasn't so bad. I mean, this is only going to be a 2-day dealio for me now, and I do believe I'll be done before the rain tomorrow. So with that, I'm heading to bed for now. Soon. Anyway, okay. The neatest part of today was absolutely the fact that I used the die-core that you gifted me and this little awesome freaking fan. Like, they both, this is amazing how much it helped. And obviously I needed the die-core to do the roof. So thank you again. Thank you. Turns out it is going to rain tonight, so we do have to cover her up a little bit. We use some painter's tape and this, and I am going to get horizontal. I'm exhausted. Woo! First time back up here since sickness, since rain, and now I have wind to deal with, but we have rain coming in on Thursday. I hope you can hear this. So I got to get this taken care of. And I need to clean my solar panels. They're looking dusty. Okay, here we go. I cleaned all of this. I need to go ahead and put some alcohol in it, just make sure there's no leftover residue, and start digging in. I need to bring my whole box back up here. Okay. When I go upside down, I can feel my throat a little bit. My throat has not been that's what I started off with, was throat symptoms. That went away and it turned into upper respiratory like allergies. This is fun. There we go. Okay, but yeah, when I hang upside down, I still feel my neck. All right, here's my box of goodies. Kneeling pad, the die core. Hopefully that's all I need. Probably need a rag or two to wipe the alcohol. All right, let's go get a rag. Got my new screen door latch. Yes, that's amazing. It was really a pain that it didn't work. But the window install failed today. The window replacement that I got is too big. Yeah, apparently I have a very narrow door. Could not find a replacement for it that would fit, so I just said screw it, I'll get glass and just replace this old frame, put that back and just put the clear glass in and call it a day. All right, up we go. Oh look, suddenly I'm in bed. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with all of the roof. I'm glad it's over with. I didn't really end the video with saying anything, so I'm saying it now. I believe it's all done. I might go out tomorrow and check around the lights and make sure there's nothing that's open there. But other than that, we're ready for the rain to come in on Thursday. Isn't that right, Gizzy? That is right. All right, thanks for watching. Love you.